So from the college game to the NFL game, our next guest was the head coach of the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills, an elite defensive coordinator as well with the Baltimore Ravens. Joining us this morning here on the show is Rex Ryan. Rex, good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. Thanks so much for joining us. As a former head coach, I need to know what you thought about Nathaniel Hackett's decision to kick a 64-yard field goal on 4th and 5 last night.
Oh my goodness! I mean, come on! You pay all that draft capital you spend on bringing in Russell Wilson. Man, you got to give Russell a chance to move it down. You had 3 timeouts like this one. He's going to regret this one forever. I mean, it's not like you got a chip shot field goal. I mean, a 64-yarder. Are you kidding me? As soon as he did, I'm like, what are you doing? Call timeout. Let's go. But and then he does have a kicker who's got an amazing leg, but come on now, it was ridiculous, I thought. And it's, his first game, a rookie head coach, and it just almost felt like that he wasn't, prepared for that situation. Like he almost panicked on, I got to get a plan. You have 3 timeouts. Just use your timeout. You got plenty of time to think about what you want to do and keep moving and go for it on 4th down. But, man, I couldn't believe he went for that kick. And the other thing I couldn't believe is that the kid actually had the distance to make that kick.
Yeah.
Like that was it was incredible. But, I mean, so many times when you launch a long field goal like that, it gets blocked. And the reason it gets blocked is that it has to go, he has to kick it low to begin with. But, man, I'll give him credit. He got it there. But, yeah, it was a decision that I know he obviously regrets now.
Any worry that Russell Wilson can look at that and be like, man, you don't even trust me to get 5 yards? Could that be in play?
It's it's in his head. Like when they called the timeout or whatever and he looked over, like you're going to take me off the field here?
Yeah.
I mean, he had to sit back saying, oh, like this isn't what I signed up for. But let's face it, I just think it's a brand new head coach, a rookie head coach, and he just made a rookie head coach mistake, albeit a critical one. But I don't think he'll do that in the future. I'm sure he'll give Russell a chance to get that field goal closer. But yeah, it was odd, and I think everybody in the stadium and everybody at home watching had to be like me, like good timeout. You got 3 of them darn things. So. But either way, it was an exciting game, and it was fun to watch. It was interesting. You had Mark Stoops on there, man. I used to be in Kentucky. I was coaching at Eastern Kentucky and Morehead State at the time, and I always remember Kentucky's fans would always say, "Yeah, you're beating us in football, but we'll get you in basketball. Wait till basketball season." But not anymore. Mark Stoops done an amazing job.
He really has. Rex Ryan is our guest this morning on the show. As a former Jets head coach, I want to play for you a clip from Robert Saleh, current Jets head coach, and get your take on this.
We're all taking receipts on all the people who continually mock and say that we ain't going to do anything. I'm taking receipts, and I'm going to be more than happy to share them with all of y'all when it's all said and done.
Does it make sense to pick a fight with the critics like Robert Saleh is doing?
You know what? I got to say this about Robert Saleh. I had some differences with him earlier, but when I talk to this guy, he's got a plan for this football team, and you start to see how they're building his team, and this is a thing where it just didn't go the way he thought. Man, I guarantee in his mind he thought he was going to win that game, and he went into it with that, and he's got that mindset. He knows what's down the road. This team is going to be a really good football team down the road, and I think he's saying it out there. Yeah, he's frustrated with this, and those same old Jet comments, man, just bother the hell out of you. And I think he's like, all right, I'll tell you what, so I think it's kind of cool that he stepped up and said, oh no, just wait, because we're going to turn this thing. And I believe it too. I believe in him. I believe in the direction of this team. I believe in Joe Douglas. It's going to get done, and I think it's going to get done sooner than later. So, it's tough, man. You got a backup quarterback, obviously an aging quarterback that's not the player he once was. But what's Saleh going to do? He's going to say that? He can't say that, So, wait till this young guy gets in. I think this season's about progressing this football team and developing this young quarterback.
I got a funny story for you. We have a loyal listener named Jen in Albany. We call her Hurricane Jen because she's a little bit out there, and she loves you. I mean, she really, really adores you. She's a big Jets fan, and she loves you so much she wanted to send you a message, a DM. She actually wanted to send you a topless photo, and so she sent what she thought was to your direct message inbox, a topless photo, and then we had to point out, no, Rex doesn't have Twitter. You sent that to a fake account. So,
yeah.
So you got
I'm
good
not
fans.
on those things, and we all know why. That I had no idea what the hell I was doing online in the first place. So, but that kind of brings me to this. So why I'm here today.
Yeah.
Man, So
okay, so let's talk about Dr. Scholes, your relationship as a foot guy yourself. You are helping people fix their feet.
There's no question about it. And it's funny. So being a partner of Dr. Scholes, when they called, they're searching all over. Who can we get as a partner? They realized that I was uniquely qualified, man. I mean, here I'm an expert in two things. I'm an expert in football, and I'm an expert in feet. So I was the perfect guy for this. And it is funny, man. I mean, when they called, I was like, oh, this is cool. I was like, okay, I'll own this thing. Like, yeah, I know about it. And Dr. Scholes, let's face it, this is the best of the best when it comes to foot care. And so they floated this idea to me, and it's like, man, we're trying to achieve like the ultimate, for our athletes to have the ultimate athlete's foot without actually, having athlete's foot. And you can help us on this. So they sent me some products, man, and they have this new product out, and it's so it prevents athlete's foot, and it's actually clinically proven to prevent athlete's foot, and it also provides immediate cooling for it. So anybody that's ever had athlete's foot, man, that burning and itching and all that type of stuff that goes with it. Well, this stuff immediately you put it on and you feel immediate relief. So the product's amazing. And I'm like, I got to throw my own thing in there that women, trust me, it's not just, and your athletes as well. And it's not just about the locker room, which it's prevalent, athlete's foot is. But, man, you don't want those dry, cracked heels and toes. You don't want your feet jacked up. So you can use this product as well. You want your feet to look pretty because there's guys like me out there that's important to. But I own it, man. This is it. We talk about that stuff. Obviously, I've been married for 35 years. My wife is gorgeous, and she has gorgeous feet. And you know what? I own it. What the hell?
That's amazing. You're not a guy that strikes me as somebody that lives with regrets, that you will own every part of your personality. But do you regret the Mark Sanchez tattoo?
It's funny. It's my wife's tattoo. It was never a Mark Sanchez tattoo. It's just when the artist put it on, he put that number on there. I never thought anything of it, but it's a thing of my wife. And I'm like, yeah, this is cool or whatever. I put it on there, and so no, I don't regret it one bit, man. It's a tattoo of my beautiful wife, and so no, I don't regret it. Shoot, there's plenty of things I regret in my life, but that ain't one of them.
I would be surprised that you have regrets. What would be a big regret?
Oh, hell no. I mean, look, there's. That foot deal probably wasn't the smartest thing of all time to have out there. There's, the one thing is I'm going to go through life. I'm going to experience life and have fun but obviously you do things differently in hindsight, but at some things. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty happy with who I am, and so we'll leave it that way. But it is funny how there's so many places. I'm actually probably better known about having a foot fetish than I am about, being a decent football coach. With 30 years of being a coach, that's a foot fetish coach. I'm like, thank you. Yep, that's me. That's me. I'm the only person in the world with a foot fetish or whatever. But it is crazy, but. Yeah, my wife wasn't real happy with me after that happened.
Dr. Scholes Instant Cool Athlete's Foot Treatment, available in spray and wipes. They are working alongside Rex Ryan to help promote Coach, good to have you here on the show, man. Thanks so much for dropping on by. Good luck with the promotion.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Rex Ryan joining us this morning on the show. How about that? Back-to-back and a belly-to-belly.